So my name's Tiffany. I'm from Fort McMurray. I currently work in the oil and gas industry as a safety advisor. I'm a mom to two children, Mackenzie, who's 27, and Olivia, who's 20. We enjoy traveling together and hanging out, eating at great restaurants. I personally enjoy curling and reading books. So May 19th, I got a call from the doctor's office to go back and see him, and that's when he told me I had cancer. He said to expect a call from the Cross Cancer in the following week to set up treatment plans and to understand the severity, the type of cancer, and what our protocol was going to be and what we were going to do. That conversation, that telling of information, left me numb. You don't ever think you're going to hear those words told to you. Nothing prepares you for what's going to happen next. Coming down to Edmonton to start treatment was a long drive from Fort McMurray to Edmonton. Normally the drive is we're going to go shopping, we're going to go and eat at restaurants that we don't have back home. I drove alone because of COVID. No radio, just quiet. I was really scared. It was a dreadful moment because I didn't know what to expect. The door opened and I was welcomed with warm, caring embrace without the touch. Had a tour of the house. The house was huge, it's beautiful. It did not feel like an institution. It felt warm. So my cancer treatment was a combination of radiation, external, radiation, internal, and chemotherapy. I did 25 external rounds of radiation, 5 rounds of chemo, and 58 hours internal radiation, all over the course of 6 weeks, which led me to spend 41 nights at Compassion House. Staying at the house made my cancer treatment bearable. I was able to get to the cross with no worries with the Compassion shuttle and the volunteer drivers. A couple weeks through treatment, it was getting harder and harder. The radiation was making me very tired, and the chemo made me very sick. There was a couple nights where after treatment, I would just come home and go straight to my room and not feel well. And one of the Compassion House staff on the night shift, she came up to my room and she knocked on the door, and she had, just basically said, haven't seen you for, 24 hours, need to make sure you're okay. And she brought me a bowl of soup. The staff at Compassion House care for you and made sure that everything outside of treatment was being taken care of as well, my well-being. So treatments had finished and it was time to check out, if you will, of the house. I met with Sailor and we had a great conversation about my 41 nights at Compassion House and what a safe haven and protected I felt during the most vulnerable time in my life. I didn't know what to expect when I was going home. There were no guides, there were no books, there were no pamphlets. You were done treatment, you checked out of the house where you felt safe, and you were sort of being let back into the world, and it was scary. And you get home and you start working on recovery. You never think cancer is going to be your journey. You don't think it's going to be your friend's journey. But when it does become a journey to somebody, or to yourself, to have Compassion House, it is that silver lining. Trusting blindly is knowing that you don't know what this journey is going to bring you. And coming into Compassion House and just trusting from that moment I stepped in the door, through treatment, through the van rides, showed me there could be light in a really dark place.